Okay, hi. Sorry, everybody. I didn't mean to take so long. I was pulling up one last thing. So, um, ah, yes. Yeah, so, I was just pulling up Reddit stuff. So, I'm just trying to figure out. So we were just talking about the gaming numbers because everybody seems to be like when I tell them about accessible gaming and everything, they're like, "Oh, that's fascinating." But then when I switch over to game, everybody leaves and I don't know what to do. So I'm trying to figure out how to market it better. Um, cuz I love gaming and I really don't want to stop. And MK1 is really like I'm really enjoying it and I think I can go places with it. Um, but it's just hard to market it. Bandit, um, if you're still here, I would suggest spending a bit of the extra cash if you want all the DLC and get the premium version outright. It'll run you, because you're in the States, it'll run you about $100. Um, but you will get at least the first six DLC characters. If they come out with a Combat Pack 2, you will have to buy that. But the premium edition right now comes with the full game and the first six DLCs. So when they release, all you have to do is go to your add-ons and download them. Um, that way you're not spending like $5 or $6 per character because that's what they're gonna charge for them. Um, it's yeah, it's I would suggest if you don't want to spend like the $5 per character that you're gonna have to spend, or sorry, yeah, $5 because Shang Tsung is $9 Canadian, so it'll run you about $5, $6 American per character. But if you get the premium, you get Shang Tsung already, you get Havoc. You just have to play through the story mode and everything. Um, and you get the six DLCs, you get the cameo pack, because they're going to be releasing a couple of extra cameos as well. Um, so I would suggest, if you want to save money in the long run, get the, yeah, 110 for premium. Yeah, it ran me 150 with taxes because I have to pay Canadian prices. But thankfully my best friend was like, "Happy birthday, here's the money." um oh, awesome. Candy's sending me out a Team Talk server because Clubhouse broke their accessibility and fired their accessibility team. My friend Candy, one of my blind friends. And no, I'm not doxing her because she goes by that everywhere. So don't worry, I didn't dox her. Um, but yeah, I really love this game and I want to go like at least semi-pro with this game at some point. Like if I can earn a little bit of money in a tournament here and there, like I would not be opposed to that. But the thing is that when I go to gaming, people just the cameos say they're unlockable in game. It depends. Like, I know Tremor is gonna be... I don't know if Tremor is gonna be unlockable. I'm not sure if Tremor's gonna be, like, purchasable or unlockable. But I would highly recommend, if you want the full, at least the full game plus the first combat pack, grab the premium edition. It's worth it. And then crossplay should be coming in the next couple of months, I believe. I know they wanted to roll that out by Christmas. So it'd be cool if you and I could do some matches at some point. Right now it's not crossplay, which sucks, but... Is the combat coin only for skin variations? Button. Is the combat coin only for skin variations? So the coins are... there's a couple of different currencies in the game. There's seasonal credits, which you earn through Combat League, which is the ranking system, and through Invasions, which is the single player stuff. Then there is Dragon Crystals, which that's the, like, if you pay actual money, you can buy like a few hundred or a few thousand Dragon Crystals. Those are what you use in the premium store for shit. You can sometimes win Dragon Crystals in game, but that's very rare. Then there is the coins, and the coins are for your shrine, where it's like it's basically gambling. You go spend 1,000 coins at the shrine, and you can unlock skins, shaders, environment art, gear, stuff like that. It basically replaced the crypt in other games. Space, delete space, Robux, good morning. Good morning. Robux, good morning. What game we talk? Button. What game are we talking about? MK1. Is the combat coin. Robux, 8 button. Add emotes, button. Yeah, we're talking about MK1 because one of my buddies here in chat wants to buy it, and he's just asking me some questions about it. I'm also just trying to figure out how to market the accessible gaming more, because people seem to be interested in it, but when I switch, people seem to leave. So but yeah, it's a good game, and it's actually in the category of best accessible game for the Game Awards. So I really, really hope that it wins. I think it should edge out games like Spider-Man 2, because the patch for accessibility, they're making people wait. The game was available in September. You have to wait till like January for the accessibility patch to drop. Then there's Forza, which, yeah, it's really accessible, but it's only Xbox. Diablo 4, they had to fix a whole bunch of shit before it was actually fully accessible. I would say that MK1 edges out all of them. Yeah. Yeah, the part of the premium bundle, when you buy premium, you get 1,250 Dragon Crystals, which is the equivalent to about $12. So, yeah. So yeah. So I just need to figure out the marketing. That's what I need to do. Okay, we are what? Okay. So we're going to switch over now. And, well, actually, no. First, I'm going to... I read this on Facebook this morning, and I didn't get any comments to it. I'm so shocked, actually. And I'm not sarcastic. I actually am shocked. So there's this radio station out of the region we used to live in, and they have a group therapy post every morning. And this one was, how do I keep my marriage fresh? And they've only been together for 8 years. And they're like, we only have sex once a week on the same day. And we only talk, we talk about the same things. And I'm just like, why do you people have to make shit so hard? Like, fucking talk to each other openly and honestly. Have your own hobbies. Like, it's okay that you don't do everything together. Like, there are nights where Pincalo's playing COD and I'm playing Mortal Kombat, and we're sitting like 3 feet away from each other. We're not talking. We're not angry at each other. We're just not talking because we don't need to. We're just doing stuff. Like, it's not, like, you don't have to. And, like, everybody in the comments were like, you have to keep dating. You have to keep dating. And it's like, and it's like, no, you don't have to keep dating. Fuck, Pincalo and I have been on 1 date since we moved to this town. Okay? We, on bad days, fuck like 3 times a day. Okay? So, like, just, you don't have to make shit difficult. Like, and we've been together 17 years. Like, you don't, like, these people are like, we've been together 5 years and everything sucks. It's like, that's because you suck at relationships. I'm sorry. Like, just, why does everybody have to make everything so fucking hard? Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. 3, something like 3 dates in the 17 years of our relationship. Cause we're like, we have extra money. Do you want to go out? Nah, there's too many people. Let's grab some food and stay in and okay, let's get some extra weed and maybe some liquor. That's our date. We don't like people. Let's go and interact with them as little as possible to get our sustenance in alcohol and pot, and then come back home and interact with each other instead. And then we'll like interact with each other for a bit. And then we'll like get drunk and game. That's how you keep a fucking marriage fresh. Oh, and also when the kids are distracted, run upstairs for a couple of minutes. It's just, sex doesn't have to be scheduled. In fact, the more you schedule it, the more boring it is. So don't do that. Don't schedule sex. That just doesn't work. That just doesn't work. Oh, people, and nobody commented on that when I said any of that. It was insane. I was like, are you all too ashamed? Like, what the fuck? You're not gonna comment on that? Oh, well. Okay, let's go to the shared screen here, because here's our relationship advice. Let's see. I chose this one specifically for a reason. Where am I here? Why did you not go to the right post. Okay. Boyfriend, male 26, wants to bring a third into our bedroom. Female 28 in a 5-year-long relationship. Now, does he want a threesome? Friday night streams as date night. That's cool. We stopped doing this show together because I was gonna kill her. Yeah. Oh, I'm not on Facebook. The blindpress Facebook page has a comment. Or has a page, but I commented this as my personal. So, my boyfriend... My boyfriend brought up wanting to bring a third person, a unicorn, into our bedroom for our fun experience. That's not what a unicorn is. Your boyfriend's an idiot. A unicorn is somebody who wants to fuck around with both of you either together or separately and wants to be in a relationship with you. A fucking threesome is, yeah. My first emotion was heartache and pain, feeling like, wow, he's bored of me already. I'm not a closed-minded person, and I want to keep him happy, so I considered it and we discussed further details. He said he wanted it to be someone he liked and had a connection to. Another stab to the heart. Why? Because your boyfriend doesn't like meaningless sex? The other thing to do to help with keeping the relationship. Press what I always say, get a camera and make some money. Button. ESO bandit. LOL yay, but my wife is not a competitive gamer like me lol. Button. the driving aid moderator. We stopped doing the show to the other thing to do to help with keeping the relationship. Press what I always say. The other thing to do to help with keeping the relationship. It's what I always say, get a camera and make some money. Yep. If I would ever do something like that, I would want it to be somebody totally distant from us that I had no connection to and that I would never see again. He wants to actually have a connection to them, but that's way too intimate for me because how could anyone hang out with a person who has sex with their friend, not me? I'm feeling confusion, pain, misunderstanding, every emotion possible dealing with this. He mentioned that he made a new friend he was attracted to, and he was trying to get me to bring her into our bedroom. It has put strain on him and has taken joys away from the new friendship. In my world, I feel like him asking this is a means to an end. If I brought one of my friends into the bedroom to sleep with and I had a real connection with them, that would ruin everything for me. The fact that he wants it to be someone he has a connection with is painful. Like, why does he need to have a connection? Does he just want to have a whole other girlfriend? I don't know if I could get over this. I was completely overjoyed with my boyfriend, and I would not want to sleep with anybody else, and I don't even want to sleep with women, and I don't want to watch my boyfriend sleep with another woman. And when I told him this, he called me boring and said it was one of the reasons why he didn't want to marry me. Dude, fucking your boyfriend, first of all, doesn't want a unicorn. He wants to fucking end shit with you, but he's too fucking cowardly to do it. Because there's a difference between finding somebody that you guys mutually have something in common with and feel safe bringing into the bedroom. Because I would not want a stranger at all. Like, for a 3 thing, I would not want a stranger. But I wouldn't want it to be, like, a completely one-sided connection and I not have anything else or anything in common, or Pincalo not have anything in common. Also, he called it a unicorn, which means he does want a whole other girlfriend. But you obviously don't. And for him to call you boring and say that that's why he doesn't want to marry you, like, that's not fucking, that's not mature. He is not mature enough to handle a a 2-person relationship, let alone adding a third. Because if that's his fucking response to you, that's fucked up. My oldest tells my wife to start an OnlyFans or sell feet pics so he can buy Call of Duty skins. This is kind of sounding like a replacement theory. See, she's not talking like she's interested in the woman. That's the problem. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. She doesn't want this. He does. And he's being cold about it. Both people have to want it. Really, all three really have to want it. Yes. And he is being really nasty to her about it. She says, I feel like I have to make it happen for him or he won't be happy. I just want some words of wisdom, advice, anything really. I don't know how I can recover. Dude, no, you need to fucking run. 'Cause this guy is immature as fuck. Like, this is not how you do open relationships. Or, like, having a third. That's not at all how you do this. You have a calm, open, respectful conversation, and if one of you goes, I don't feel comfortable with that, you don't go, oh, well, you're boring, and this is why I don't really want to be with you. Like, what the fuck? Just end it, dude. Just end it and go be with that other friend that you find attractive. Like, fuck. This is why 99% of these relationships fail worse than the challenger, right? Your wife and I are too jealous to share. See, that's the thing. It's not about sharing, it's about adding. That's the mindset you have to have. It's not about sharing somebody, it's about adding somebody to the two of you. And sometimes one of you does something with somebody, and sometimes the other person does something with somebody, and sometimes everybody does something together. And it doesn't have to be sexual somethings. Like, somebody wants to go see a movie that isn't the genre that the other person likes, but the third person really likes that genre too. Cool! Off you go. Right? Like, you know, somebody wants to, like, two of you really just want to cuddle. The other one really just feels like gaming. Awesome. You go game, we'll cuddle. Fuck it, you know what? All three of us feel like cuddling. Awesome. Let's have a cuddle and watch a movie. Yeah. Yeah. You act like you still act like there's a family. There's just 3 instead of 2. Exactly. We're talking about relationships. I found a Reddit thread where there's a boyfriend who basically wants to add a third to the bedroom, but his girlfriend really isn't into that, and he's told her that she's boring because of that, and that's why he doesn't want to marry her. And we're talking about how this is why, like, 99% of these types of relationships fail. Because there's this bullshit dynamic of somebody feels like they have to do it to make the other person happy, or there's this, we have to share a person like they're a commodity instead of, it's a 3-person family instead of a 2-person family. everybody making shit harder than it needs to be. It doesn't need to be fucking hard. It really doesn't. So I'm just, yeah.
So my question is, why the sex? Why not get a roommate or something? And whoever for your kids? Button. Pink Halo the drive to moderator. And we will never say our relationship is perfect. Fuck, we fight incessantly. Button.
We will never say our relationship is perfect. Fuck, we fight incessantly. Exactly.
Why the sex? Why not get a roommate or something? And whoever for your kids? Button. Add emotes.
Because the sex is part of it too.
The only difference between my wife and my roommate Derek is I make sex at the former. But, ellipsis, I mean, Derek takes me to the gym and we bond. He's called me his brother unprompted. Button. The Pink Halo the drive to moderator. And we will never. Max Anchor. Hot, I feel that. Button. Add emotes. Button.
Because I am very much sexually attracted to females. That's the other thing. That's the other problem. No, well, it's not a problem, but that's the other thing. So that's, but it's you know, it's not a bad thing. It's like you don't have to make it a big deal, like at all. But everybody does for some dumb fucking reason. I don't get it. Am I the asshole for giving my baby my last name instead of his dad's? Yes. As somebody whose mother did that to her, yes. Yes, you are. Just flat out. Yes, you are. What? What? The fuck? They removed it? Bullshit, it was here fucking 10 minutes ago. You're more bisexual than I. Oh, I'm very bisexual. Ah. I got that. Yep. That's my daily mantra. What would Boogie do? Don't do that. What would Boogie do? Don't do that. I'm so pissed. I wanted to talk about that. I still will. Fuck it. So, my mother specifically did not want... First of all, my mother wasn't even going to fucking keep me. And she specifically gave me up to adoption to a stranger family to spite my dad's family. That's how pissed off she was at my dad. For no fucking reason, by the way. And I don't care if she hears this. She doesn't watch my live streams, but I don't care. But... I'm also not Pink Halo the driving It sounds a little misogynistic. However, multiple men and one woman never works. The way multiple women and one man works, that's the difference. Button. It sounds a little misogynistic, but multiple men and one woman never works. The way multiple women and one man works, that's the difference. You're not wrong. There's a reason the religious fantastics use mantras, they work. That it's true. But yeah, no, like my grandparents were like, if you don't want to keep her, give her to us. We'll raise her. And my mom was like, no, and gave me up for adoption, but changed her mind a week later. Anyway, gave me her last name, and like was very adamant that I never ever changed my last name, and got very pissed off when she discovered that if and when I actually do get that stupid piece of government paper, that you know, for me and Pinkalo, I am taking his last name. And she's like, oh, succumbing to familial and societal pressure, are we? And I'm like, no, I actually think for myself and made the decision all on my own. Thank you very much. And she was mad at me when I gave our kids his last name. Like, she helped me fill out our oldest birth certificate because Pancalo had to go to work. And we had to do the paperwork in the hospital. And she was like, oh, you're going to put your last name, right? And I'm like, no, I'm still with the father of my child, and he is half responsible for him being here. So, no, absolutely not. I am not giving him my last name. I'm giving him his father's last name. And you are going to write that last name on that paper, woman. That was the first time in my life I had ever had to make sure that my mother was writing what I wanted her to write on something. Ugh. It's fucking, it just fucking pissed me off. Like, it makes me so mad. But the moms are like, well, I carried the baby. It should be my last name. It's like, okay, well, no. That's not, like, and it's not a, like, property thing anymore. It's just tradition. It's just what you do. And if you choose not to, that's fine. But you don't have to be all high and mighty about doing it. And you don't have to be rude to people that choose to do it. I'm sorry. You don't. It's not necessary. Let's see. So, this is a news story. Hopefully the website will work. Surgeons have performed the world's first eye transplant. This is probably what people are bothering. I've had a couple of my blind Twitter followers post that they've had people come up to them and their service dogs and be like, I saw this thing about an eye transplant. You should get it too. And it's like, I bet you this is what it is. An Arkansas man received the world's first transplant of a human eye after electrical burns destroyed most of his face and one eye. Surgeons at NYU something hospital said his eye appears healthy. It's too soon to know if he will gain sight. Aha! So they don't even know if it fucking worked. And these fuckers on the street are running up to blind people. Oh my god! You should get an eye transplant. You'll see right away. Fucking hell, man. Like, we don't even know if the neurosurgery to connect the optic nerve and the optic chiasm fucking works yet. And if it does, it's in its infancy. Also, we don't know what other side effects to the brain are gonna happen afterwards. Oh, like seizures. Fuck. Fuck. In due time, we'll get our eyes. Yeah, but it's like so frustrating that people just read these headlines. They don't even read the first sentence of the article, and they're already bothering blind people they don't even know to go and get eye transplants. And this could purely have just been a cosmetic thing. They could have purely just transplanted an eye into this poor man's face for a plastic surgery reason. Just so he doesn't look fucking deformed. The same reason I have this scleral shell, so I don't look like a freak with a tiny shriveled eye in my head. That's literally probably what this is all gonna turn up to be. An accident with high voltage power lines had destroyed most of Aaron Jane's face and one eye. His right eye still works. But surgeons at NYU Langone Health hoped replacing the missing one would yield better cosmetic results. See? I fucking called it. They probably don't even know half the things they need to connect in the optic chiasm to get this to work properly.
Trust me, man. I am not judging you. Pink Hallow, the driving ape moderator. Yeah, I'm not though. My dick will be the only one in the room. Button. Addy modes. Button. Max Angor. Well, back then it was another woman, but then we found out I was a little bisexual.
This is insane. It's more cosmetic for his new face by supporting this transplanted eye socket and lid. Yeah. So really, because the eye socket and everything around here was burned, they had to transplant an eye so that they could reconstruct everything around it. They don't even know if this is gonna fucking work. This is insane. Everyone's like, oh my god, eye transplant, it's magical cure. Nope. You lost 100. Good for you for losing 100 pounds, dude. And that probably helped strengthen your lungs, too. So it looks like he's recovering well from the dual transplant. The donated eye looks remarkably healthy. But it doesn't look like he's gonna regain sight in it. It feels good. I still don't have any movement in it yet. I can't blink yet, but I'm getting sensation now, James told the Associated Press as doctors examined his progress recently. So this is a year late. This is a year later, and he's just getting feeling in his eye. Can you imagine? So here's another reason why if I had the chance to get an eye transplant, I wouldn't. Fucking a year later, and he's just now starting to have sensation and movement? Do you know how much rehab it would take me to see? Fuck, man. Someday they'll learn how to reattach my retinas. Yeah, for me, they'll have to grow a whole new set of eyes and retinas. Implant the whole thing and then reconnect all the fucking cables. They left the cables there. The cables are connected to my brain still. They left the nerves. They just have to connect. They just need to hook up the nerves to the eye. Yeah, the Pinkalo lost about 40 pounds. I lost about 30. Because look, if I stand up, this used to be wrinkly, and if I turn around, there's no wrinkles back here in the bodysuit or anything like that.
Max Angor, farming that I grind. But Max Angor, cloning and stem cells, warlock is not. Button.
Yep.
Max Angor, farming that I grind.
Cloning and stem cells. Yep. That's exactly what they'd have to do for me. Basically, harvest some stem cells from me and grow a new pair of eyes. and then implant them and figure out how to connect the nerves to the correct spots. That's basically what would need to be involved. And then I'd have to be in total darkness while my optic nerves, did whatever they did, see if they fired properly. Then they'd have to slowly, I'd have to be in a lighted room with a blindfold on still. The amount of reintegration into just the normal world before I could even have my eyes uncovered.
Max Angor, awesome. This gym thing is already shrinking my gut. Not the skin, but that'll fix itself more. Max Angor, farming that I grind. Max Angor, awesome. This gym thing is already shrinking my gut. Not the skin, but that'll fix itself more in time.
Oh, the skin will happen. Don't worry. The skin will fix and shrink. Especially if you keep drinking water. Your skin will stay hydrated and kind of elasticize itself back to
11:53.
normal.
Max Angkor. I'm going to add emote. Max Angkor. I'm going to be the fittest, yokest creature I can be. I still have the old 400-pound picture for comparison to lol button.
Oh, nice. That's a good comparison. That's a good comparison. Okay, now we're gonna look at this this CBC article. Woman with service dog denied Uber. So denied Uber, Lyft, and cab rides. So this is a picture of the woman with her dog Quinn. And they were denied service for 2 cab rides, 1 Lyft ride, and 3 Uber rides during a CBC Marketplace investigation for transportation accessibility. So let's see. Michelle Uyghur relies on a service dog, Quinn, to get her through the day. The Ottawa resident has narcolepsy, and the Great Dane... Whoa! Great Dane can sense when Uyghur is tired, bracing against her or warning her when she's about to experience cataplexia, a temporary muscle paralysis that can cause her to fall. That early warning gives Uyghur the time to get to a safe space. I'm sorry. You.
Hello. Now. Sleeping sign. Sleep report. You slept 5 hours, 3 minutes. Quality 85% more. Dismiss.
You.
Check message input. Add. Show latest.
You have a Great Dane.
Max Angkor. Awesome. This gym thing. Max Angkor.
Um.
It's already shrunk a bit. I wear Max Angkor. It's a dog. Button. Pink hat. Driving 8 moderator. Elevate your feet on a bench and do half crunches.
They're huge.
With your shoulder blades and inch off the ground. Pink Hallow the
They're-
driving moderator. Drink milk jug of water by 5 p.m.
They're fucking giant.
Max Angkor. I'm working my core back up to that. Currently, at the gym, I do 2 different top crunches. Max Angkor.
This
I
is
still have to do push-ups off my bed. Add emotes.
insane. Like, Great Danes are huge. Most Ubers, especially if you're just a single, like, I bet you she's not even booking one of the Uber XLs. She's probably just booking one of the normal Ubers and trying to squeeze her Great Dane into the fucking car. I guarantee this right here, this is why I don't like the whole have a dog, like, cause you can, if you have the money, you can get your dog, like, trained and certified as a service dog, right? But this is why I have a problem with that, because there are reasons that specific breeds of dog are picked for service animals, because not only are they well suited for trainability, but they have the size that they are big enough to be useful, but small enough to go with you in places that they will also not be uncomfortable.
ESO bandit. Only reason I can't see a Great Dane is to catch her if she falls. Button.
Yeah, that's the only reason. A Great Dane could be useful is to be there to catch her when she falls, because they are huge. But even then, Great Danes have their own issues because they're so big. They have hip problems. And if he's trying to catch her all the time,
Add emotes. Max ESO bandit. Max
like,
blind dogs are way different than normal.
what's gonna happen if
Add Max Angkor.
the dog's hips give out? Blind dogs are way different than normal service dogs. That is true.
Chat. Add Max Angkor.
That is very true.
The normal service animals. Button. Max Angkor. Blind dogs get way more training. Service dogs, at least in the US, are very wide umbrella. Button. Add
That is true. They are a wide umbrella here too, Ryan. They, like, just a normal service dog, they are much wider. Like, but a guide dog, you're right. They are way more highly trained. For Uyghur, Quinn is an absolute necessity, but can become an issue when she tries to get an Uber, Lyft, or taxi. She says there's been friction with drivers and canceled rides with ride shares. Well, unfortunately, your dog is huge. And I bet you, like I said, you're not booking the Uber XL rides, which you should be, because they have bigger cars. Like, they have the van, they have the SUV. So you should book with them. With hidden cameras rolling, CBC's Marketplace followed Uyghur as she attempted to hire Uber and Lyft rides in Toronto as well as local taxis. Well, that was your problem. You're in fucking Toronto. Half of those people are terrified of dogs in the first place. Because where they come from, dogs will rip your fucking face off. This is why most of the blind people that are in university that have guide dogs have foreign exchange students coming up and yelling at them that they and their animals are filthy. And yes, I have heard of this happening way more than once. I was gonna say she needs bulk, not size, right? She needs like a bull, like a mastiff or something. Like a shorter but fatter, bulkier dog that can handle a fall. A Great Dane will just fall with her. Like, seriously. A Great Dane will just go tumbling down with the woman. 3 out of 6 Uber drivers denied service to her and Quinn. Yeah, and how many of them were not from here? I would like to know. One driver acknowledged receiving a message saying she was traveling with a service dog, then canceled 2 minutes later. Another arrived for the pickup and said Uyghur needed to request a ride through Uber Pet, a service that costs more than a standard ride. Yeah, by like $2. I've seen it. I've seen how much more Uber Pet costs. It's literally $2. Shut the fuck up and pay it. Holy shit. You have a Great Dane, lady. You cannot expect somebody in a fucking Honda to show up and load your dog into the car. It won't fit. I'm sorry. They're right. You do need to go through Uber Pet or Uber XL. If I were a worse person, I could take advantage of it. Chip is a service dog according to the law. Yeah. At least it's not a greyhound. There's a freaking difference. If the dog was a German or a lab or something, it would be a different. But it's a Great Dane. It's a big dog, a really big dog. Greyhounds do look weird. They really do. But it's true, like, freaking greyhounds are huge. You cannot expect a person to pick up you and a Great Dane. Uber told Marketplace it believes in equal transportation for all Canadians and that it reminds drivers of their legal obligations and policy in several points throughout the year. It also says its pet service is not free. No shit! When a Lyft driver was notified about Uyghur's service dog through the app, the driver canceled shortly after the message was sent. Lyft told Marketplace they have a strict policy that drivers must accept service dogs and said they take the issue very seriously. Okay, but did you order an acceptable sized Lyft? We believe in equal transportation, but goddamn, right? Like, this is ridiculous. You cannot take a Great Dane and be like, I just want a normal Uber or Lyft. Like, that's unreasonable. That'd be like me trying to order a normal Uber if I still had to have both my, like, when both my kids were younger, say, and I had to go pick one of them up from daycare and I had the stroller for the other kid. That would be like me ordering a normal Uber and being like, why can't the stroller and kids and car seat and blah 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 fit in this tiny car? No! Fuck! Use your mind! Use your brain! I'm like, Jesus Christ. Why are people so entitled? Ugh! Okay. We're gonna go to the be right back screen. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, refill my coffee, and then we're gonna watch Internet Anarchist video about the downfall of Illuminati. And then we'll do something else. I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something else. Alright, be right back. Okay. I'm back. Really? Really, Ninja? Really? Oh, she's unmuted. Meow! Stop it! Go back to sleep. The satisfying downfall of Illuminati. Oh, by the way, guys. You know how I've been yelling about being stuck in apprentice rank? It's actually a bug with the screen reader not updating with the combat card. Cause I'm actually in champion rank. my oldest was watching me play yesterday, and I'm like, how many points does it say I need to get out of apprentice? And he goes, I see that you're in rank 4 champion. And I'm like, what? I am? Oh, cool. So that was fun. Alright, let's see what Internet Anarchist has to say about Illuminati.
5 months ago, I published a video titled How Illuminati Ended Her Career in 7 Seconds, where I discussed the disgusting and predatory behavior of a once respected YouTuber, Illuminati, but things
yeah, she oh boy, she just torpedoed her career.
Have since got a whole
I have to
lot
say, I
worse.
did a really good job
So
on my
bad
hair
that she's
today.
resorted to sending out legal threats and even personally censoring me. But I won't
Wait.
be silent on Illuminati. But things have since got a whole lot worse. So bad that she's resorted to sending out legal threats and even personally censoring me.
Wait, she's going after Internet Anarchist too? Holy shit! I thought she was just going after, like, Oz Media and Wonder, and she's going after Internet Anarchist. Oh my god.
But I won't be silenced. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube
What
documentaries.
the
and today,
fuck?
we'll be dropping the content nuke on Illuminati, a million sub YouTuber who managed to hit rock bottom and dig herself even deeper. To get a clear understanding
No
on the
shit.
recent developments in Blair's downfall, we first have to take a look at her latest targets for legal abuse, her ex-boyfriend, Oz Media.
Yeah, she had Oz over a barrel in more ways than one. She took his house from him. She, like, just a whole bunch of fuckery. She put Oz through a... Ninja! Stop, dude! I want to know what fucking Cthulhu shit you found down there that you want to go back to, dude. No. The cat is, like, trying to get into the basement for some reason. We have no idea why he's obsessed with the basement. We're kind of terrified that there might be some sort of demon presence that he's trying to warn us about. As cats are wont to do.
On the 16th of September 2023, following a cease and desist letter, Oz would upload a video titled Let's Talk, an update
Yup.
on Illuminati drama.
I watched that video on stream.
A video that was intended to give viewers further context about his upcoming 3-hour-long video on Blair.
Yeah, he said he had to stop for a bit because he had to face the legal battle, and he also just wanted to make other content as well so that his channel didn't stagnate.
As well as recording her ongoing efforts to ruin his life.
First and foremost, I need to make everyone aware, for reasons that I hope this update will make clear, for my safety, I need to put a short and temporary pause on production of my video on Illuminati.
Yeah.
The video will still of course be produced. I just need to put things on a lower burn and return to regular content for the time being.
Yeah, that's a part of the video that I watched on stream here, because he, like I said, like, she is going after him like crazy. She is just, like, she's got lawyers after him. She took his house from him. He basically has to, like, or he's fighting to keep his home.
For many reasons. Some of them being the honest truth that I can't afford to continue at this rate,
No.
both fiscally and physically.
The first quarter of the video was spent on recounting events that led him, members of Sad Milk, and Blair to the predicament that they now found themselves in. He also explained his need to continue posting other forms of content to support himself while gathering information on Blair's past.
Yeah.
I've put a lot of things in my life on hold to produce this video, ending up with nearly 110 pages of a manuscript which details as much of what I can. And let me tell you something. Converting this monstrosity into a video with its accompanying 1,000 screenshots has been one hell of a monumental task for me.
I forgot that he had that many screenshots. 500 screenshots.
A one-person team to embark on. As a quick note, Blair's name is not on any of the original documents related to my home. I'm providing all of this information to give full context to the GoFundMe, as I feel it's more than deserved, as honestly, I would feel guilty as hell putting the video on pause shortly after it hit its funding goal, followed by me just continuing to upload regular content without warning.
Oz went on to present
See, that's how you be fully transparent with your audience. It's not that hard. You know this lore thanks to me. Oh.
some shocking details about his relationship with Blair, and methods of manipulation that she used not just to gain control over his home, but his entire life as well. Even though these are allegations, they followed Blair's tendency to take advantage of other people.
Even though these are allegations, he seems to have a lot of receipts.
And the fact Oz acknowledged that his video could end up in a courtroom leads credibility to his message.
Yep.
According to Oz, at the start of their relationship, Blair coerced him into taking on several poor financial decisions, like co-signing loans with her and paying a deposit for a custom multi-million-dollar home.
Oh yeah, the YouTuber house that she wanted to build on his dime.
Blair was exploiting his good credit score for her own selfish gain, and in the process
Yeah, 'cause
ruined
she
it,
fucked
which
her own
eventually
credit
put
score.
Oz in debt.
I'm 23, almost 24. In the beginning, Blair walked me into several poor financial decisions. My naivety caused me to believe her reassurances that I could handle all of the financial obligations being dropped onto my shoulders by someone more experienced in life than I was.
You totally got this. You can totally handle this. You're great. You like, dude, why would you do that to somebody that you like? This is predatory as fuck.
Why these obligations were placed onto me? At the time, Blair had bad credit. So all of the purchases, loans,
I wonder why she
everything was
had
being
bad
placed
credit.
in my name. This included the car that she purchased, then revoked from Wonderstruck. I was on the loan as a cosigner only because of my credit at the time. Eventually though, the financial responsibilities that I incurred would stack up on me, building a mountain of monthly debt that would lead me into several financially tight months, and eventually just breaking. This would lead me to asking Blair, my partner, for financial help. Financial help for things such as my home, which she was living in. Help.
So, which he shouldn't have to ask her for, because as a human being, if you're living in somebody's home, you should be like, hey, what do you need me to send you for, like, the bills and the mortgage shit, because I'm living here. Or am I just fucking crazy? Am I out of my mind?
Help from my partner, who at any given time would be making up to 30 times my monthly income.
Jesus.
These amounts of assistance would be added to a ledger of debt. I want to clarify again, Blair wasn't my bank. She wasn't my landlord. She was my partner at this time.
Blair not only devastated Oz's credit score, but also sought to extend her influence over his life. She wanted to have complete control over Oz, and the debt she created was only one part of her cruel plan.
Because it's called financial abuse. And then once you have the plan for that set in, then you start emotional abuse. Because they have no money to go
gossip
anywhere.
about his unfortunate financial situation with everyone they knew, and even convinced him to be grateful for the quote assistance he received from her. Once Oz's debt to Blair had grown to almost $180,000, he decided to start working for both her main channel and crypto farm in order to have any hope of repaying the loan. This
Of course she had a fucking crypto farm. Of course
led
she
Oz to
did.
abandon his own channel in service of Blair's, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough.
Nope.
I avoided telling Anyone who could have helped me see what was happening out of fear of further confirmation.
Because that's what happens when you're being abused. You don't tell anybody because you, first of all, don't want it to be true. And then second of all, you don't want people to hate the other person because you are actually a good person.
More eyes looking down on me. Something to note, when you're around Blair, your world revolves around her. In my case, my home was hers, despite her name not being on it. I had no friends out in Colorado, a state that I moved to at the behest of Blair. Only Blair's friends were out here. All of my connections had to be approved by her.
Jesus, look, that's the thing. That's the thing. The minute your partner starts saying you cannot be friends with this person or you should be friends with this person, that's a problem.
I don't know we've gone through this kind of S. 3 stars now, but 3 or 4 times. I am starting to think it's human nature to fuck everyone over.
Gee, I don't know we've gone through this kind of shit 3 or 4 times now. I think it's just in human nature to fuck everyone over. Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to be friends with people she didn't like, such as click in one topic.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. It's humans in general, like, they just suck.
Or even wonder, once that bridge was burned and reduced to cinders. I was even in a position where my finances were nearly entirely controlled by her, from what debts I took on to later being the fact that she was the person who signed my paychecks. All while my world was painted to me in a light where I should be grateful for her generosity.
Yes, that is called financial and emotional abuse. That's what Blair did, and it seems like that's her MO.
By December of 2022, Blair took further advantage of Oz's predicament and convinced him to sign a document that was far from being in his best interests.
When I was 23 and Blair was nearly 31, Blair, with her lawyer, would create an honestly quite confusing legal document for me to sign where I would agree to pay back her debt. Blair...
Now, isn't there something in law that says if the contract is, like, overly confusing, or it's, like, specifically written to confuse the person the signatory, doesn't that void the contract? Like, I could have sworn I saw something in tort law or contract law where... Because a lot of contract law is meant to benefit the signatory, not the contract drafter. And I think, I do not quote me on this because I could be very wrong. But I think I remember something along the lines of if there's an active, like, noticeable wording of the contract to make it really confusing, that's almost like a predatory type of move, and it voids the contract. I don't know if that's a thing at all.
Blair, being the person who signed my checks, knew that I couldn't afford legal representation. Blair also knew that the $2,500 that she was having me pay monthly towards that debt was almost as much as I was making monthly working for her. This would mean that I could barely pay for anything else in my life other than the debt that I owed her.
So literally, she would pay him and then he would have to send her all the money back.
Everything I made working for her was going right back into her pocket. Blair would bring me to her lawyer's office, put me in her room alone with the two of them, with papers in front of me. Papers which I foolishly signed for a myriad of reasons, ranging from Blair expressing that this would mend our relationship, that it was the right thing for me to do, that this would also protect her legally and prevent her from getting into trouble with the IRS. She also would describe to me, and while I can't remember if this exact word was ever used, she essentially explained to me that because she used company funds to assist me, that she had committed embezzlement.
So, yeah, this feels like this contract is not legal because, first of all, it's signed under emotional direct, like, abuse and coercion of, if you sign this, I won't hate you anymore and we can be boyfriend and girlfriend again without, you know, any issues. And then there's the whole, if you sign this, you protect me from embezzlement, which I'm pretty sure you can't contract yourself out of a fucking crime. I'm fairly sure that even the best contract lawyer on the planet cannot write a contract that protects you from a crime that you committed.
Pink Halo, a moderator. Non-compass Memphis. Button. Adding
Non-compos mentis.
down. Magic Scott and deep voice. Button. Pink Halo, the driving ape. Cannibalistic win. Pink Halo, the driving ape moderator. G. I don't. Pink Halo, adding modes. Button.
So, yeah.
And by converting the amount
That's
that
not
I
a
owed her
chick. That's
into
Oz
a
Media.
loan with her company, this would save her skin legally.
In the 3 years that they spent together,
Yeah, I
Blair
don't think you can
orchestrated
do
the
that.
demise of Oz's credit history, isolated him from his support network, and got him to sign away whatever chance he had from escaping her prison of debt.
I don't think... I'm going to use an extreme example here, but I don't think you could write a contract, for example, whereupon you killed somebody for someone, and then you're like, hey, you need to sign this piece of paper that, like, signs over all your shit to me, because remember I killed that guy for you? This protects me from going to jail for murder. I don't think so! that doesn't work.
Even though things seemed bleak, there's still a silver lining. Prior to uploading this video, Oz set up a GoFundMe to help pay for living expenses while he created his documentary on Blair and covered the inevitable legal fees that he would face in his battle to keep his home. As of this recording, Oz has surpassed his funding goals and currently sits at $44,000 raised.
Because Oz is being completely transparent and not being a piece of shit. It's amazing what not being a piece of shit can do for people, but it's also amazing on how many people support pieces of shit.
Covered the inevitable legal fees that he would face in his battle to keep his home. As of this recording, Oz has surpassed his funding goals and currently sits at $44,000 raised. Considering the details on Blair's alleged crimes that Oz intended to share, it only made sense that she would try to cripple him financially, just like what she did with Wonderstruck. Blair feels threatened by Oz and is more than desperate to keep him quiet while she frames herself as being the victim.
Yeah, she's not doing a very good job of framing herself as the victim, though. Like, even her own subs, she's got, like, like, she lost a shit ton of subs, and her view counts are, like, around where my best shorts get now. Like, some of my shorts get up in the 1,000 view range, and that's where her videos are now. Her long-form videos are getting the same views as my very best shorts on my 1.2 thousand sub channel. I kind of want Lawyer YouTube to get their hands on the contract. Ooh. Yeah, that would be cool. Because I want to know how fucking wordy that contract is. Because I guarantee you, that contract between Blair and her lawyer, that contract had to be a book. And a book of just legal fucking jargon on top of jargon. Just for him to be like, what the fuck does this even mean? Yeah, that would be fascinating.
With Discord screenshots reading, the worst part, honestly, is that Oz worked for me, worked with a team, and he knew that doing this would hurt their livelihoods. Like, you want to be a bitter ex that's mad I moved on and found love? Fine, go to therapy. Doing this to get back at me or punishing me for leaving him? It's insane. I still cared about him. I didn't realize he was the one masterminding this. He's mainly doing it because he owes me almost $200,000 that he
owes you that because of you fucking his credit score, you dumb
took
bitch.
from me. Like, goddamn. We broke
He
up at the end
stole
of
it from you,
2021-ish. And when I finally started to see someone new in January, he broke into my computer and read through my Discord DMs to find messages. He found them, lost his shit, told my employees I, quote, cheated, and told them the channel is going to fall apart in a couple of months and to look for new jobs.
But you did cheat because you started, he has the receipts to prove that you were talking to this dude before you broke up, so you did.
He plotted this from the start, with a brainwashed member of the Discord server saying, "Wow, that's psychotic." These are leaked screenshots from Blair's private Discord server from a user by the name of FPS Diesel, and they
Yeah, shout outs to FPS Diesel for fucking paying for the Patreon tier to get into that Discord thread and find all this shit.
perfectly picture Blair's need to bend the truth in order to satisfy her own ego, even if she was the one that lied, manipulated, and used someone else that she previously called a partner. As horrible as that might sound, this isn't the first time Blair...
I believe this is called extortion. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, that's the word. I'm pretty sure this contract falls under extortion, and I'm pretty sure that makes it a void fucking contract.
Her boyfriend, as the one that came before Oz,
I'm
suffered
just
an equally
saying.
terrible fate. On the 6th of June 2023, a YouTuber by the name of Swoop released a documentary that brought to light one of Blair's previous relationships that went unnoticed during recent times, but in retrospect, foreshadowed many of the patterns of abuse and manipulation that we've seen recently. According to the allegations and information from the interview that Swoop conducted, Blair and a retired YouTuber named Azothan dated for around 2 years and 6 months. While things were relatively pleasant at the start, it was only a matter of time before Blair began to show her true colors. During
shocked.
the relationship, Blair would quote, "Take me to Vegas to confess her love, but had a backup ticket to send me home that night if I didn't reciprocate."
What the fuck? I missed that part of the Swoop documentary because I watched that. What the fuck?
The driving aid moderator. I kind of want Lloyd. Ting Callan, the driving aid moderator. She lost something like 350,000. Button.
She lost something like 350,000.
Loves covering drama. Button.
God damn.
Eso Bennett. Ricketa Law loves covering drama.
Ricada Law loves covering drama. Yeah.
Unquote. Once the pair had settled in together, Blair would attempt to control his life even further, as she, quote, "Demand I spend my time exclusively playing Dark Souls 3 with her in my free time." And
Oh, Dark Souls 3? Really? You can't even make him play a good game? You gotta make him play Dark Souls 3? Fuck. Are you a teenage goth girl?
any attempt to go out to parties, karaoke, or just make any social and emotional ties other than her were met with punishment, unquote. The punishment that Azothan was referring to took the form of Blair verbally abusing him, ignoring him for weeks while she went off to a party with other men she met on Snapchat, and then alluding to all the, quote, fun she had without him when they resumed contact.
Okay, wait, on Snapchat? What is she, again, a teenage girl?
At some point, Blair promised to do a collab video with Azothan, since she had a much larger audience that could help increase his reach on YouTube. Sadly, when it was time to follow through on those promises, Azothan was met with some serious pushback.
What I'm saying is that I was angry about the fact that you were the one who proposed a collaboration, and then as soon as I was ready and put all this effort into it, you just kind of shut me down. It just seemed...
So it had nothing to do with the fact that I go, oh, I'm moving, I'm busy, I'm doing every single day. The only thing you had to ask me is, when are we collabing? When are we collabing? When are we collabing?
Wow.
And it's like, oh, you're treating me like a fan, Blair. And I'm like, well, perhaps you should have stopped acting like one.
You want to say you don't attack me, but then you straight up cook and call me a liar over things that you are no 100% true. I'm done.
What a fucking bitch. The way she's talking to him. It's just gross. It is gross the way she's. Oh, maybe you should stop acting like one.
I'm done with you.
Because God knows why, because you're bitter about a breakup because your cash cow left you. Like,
By this point,
Wow.
the relationship was over, but Blair's abrasive attitude towards Azothan wasn't the only contributing factor. Before they broke up, Blair had an obsession with taking down two particular creators that were growing faster than her and made similar Reddit-based content.
Oh yeah, this shit where she had the sock accounts on Twitter.
From the 19th to the 23rd of April 2019, in two now deleted videos, Azothan addressed Blair's efforts to destroy the reputation of a competitor named Miserybox, even using the ensuing controversy to boost her own YouTube metrics.
It's important to call out bullying, lying, doxing, and threats. Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that Illuminati has engaged in all of these behaviors.
And he sounds scared. Like, if you listen to his voice, it's shaking.
I feel that I must state up front For the last 2.5 years, I was involved in a romantic relationship with the YouTuber known as Illuminati. This relationship ended recently, and while none of the facts stated here are related to that association, it would be dishonest for me not to state this immediately.
He continued by explaining Blair's motivation for attacking another creator, as well as her slow descent into obsession that eroded their already weakening relationship. When confronted with the harsh reality of her own actions, Blair defaulted to throw Azothan under the bus in order to save her own skin.
Well, because that's what she does. She did it to Wonder, she did it to Oz.
And I asked you a simple yes or no question. Were you talking ill of me to other content creators? I even said I didn't think you were. It was just...
The answer is no.
I don't understand.
But now
I dodged it.
Now it might change to a yes because now I'm gonna have to protect my ass.
Another point worth noting is that
now it might change to yes. Oh, lovely.
During Blair's quest to tarnish Miserybox's image, she took audio assets from his former Discord mods and refused to credit them. She even went as far as threatening them if they spoke out about it.
Jesus Christ, what is she, the mafia of YouTube?
He stood in Blair's way, didn't give her what she wanted, or called her out on her borderline psychotic behavior, she would use any and every method possible to get her perverse revenge, even if it meant using past trauma against you. Quoting, "Blair and I had a phone call where she told me that I was beneath her, that I was always going to be mediocre, and that she was better than that. About her calling me mediocre and a burden, those words were the exact ones I used 5 months before when I attempted to..."
Ooh.
Add emotes. Pink Halo the Dragon.
That's...
Yeah, I've been trying to...
That's... Wow.
From the revelations
That's
during the
not
Cyberpunk
okay.
controversy to the strikingly
She
similar
threw those
allegations
words
brought
right
forward
back
by
at
two of
him.
Blair's ex-boyfriends, it seems like it doesn't matter who she has to hurt or what lies she has to spread, as long as she has something to gain from it, manipulating and then discarding friends or colleagues once they'd outlived their usefulness. For a time, that strategy worked out pretty effectively for her, as she ruthlessly dominated the MLM niche and made millions in ad revenue. Tragically, what goes up must come down, and currently, Blair's Machiavellian empire has certainly come crashing down. Following the many allegations stacked against Illuminati's brand, Blair's only remaining friend group, the Leftist Mafia, severed all ties with her on their latest podcast appearances.
Oh shit! The Leftist Mafia has even abandoned her? Oh damn!
You can't do this to people and then just not respond. Like, there needs to be accountability, there needs to be an apology, and like, I believe in restorative justice, but in my opinion, Blair has not even started to take those steps for restorative justice. She hasn't, I genuinely don't even know if she thinks that what she did is wrong.
Wow! Wow! When the Leftist Mafia is saying actually correct shit about you, that's a fucking problem.
On the 26th of July 2023, an anti-MLM creator, iCruel World Happy Mind, further expanded on her own unpleasant experiences with Blair in a video titled "The Fall of Illuminati, YouTube's Biggest Bully."
I am sorry that I was ever friends with you.
Did you see Legal Eagle was accused of plagiarism by another YouTuber called Illuminati?
I can completely understand why she would be compared to Creepshow Art after this situation.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Went from seeming to be petty to seeming to be outright malicious and full-on evil.
This is a perpetual onslaught of accusations backed by convincing evidence.
There's the
by
Swoop
the people
documentary.
Who knew her best.
She outlined Blair's slander campaign against her as she was going through a very stressful pregnancy, something that Blair was very much so aware of.
Yes, she was. Blair was very aware of that, and this girl was like, she had what's it called, the super duper morning sickness. I had it with my oldest kid. I actually had to take specific pregnancy related anti-nausea meds for the 7 months out of the 9 of my pregnancy with my oldest kid, because I could not keep any food down or water or anything. Like, I legitimately was not gaining weight with my pregnancy, and the doctors were like, okay, we need to put you on diclectin, I think it was, because you are not eating and your baby needs you to eat. So yeah, when that's happening, it's stressful as fuck. And so for Blair to not care about that, know about it, not care about it, that's
for pointing out similarities in video topics covered.
I was terrified of losing my baby. The doctors were just urging me to stay healthy and limit my stress.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I end up in one of the most stressful dramas I have ever experienced.
And it doesn't even need to be stressful. It's fucking internet bullshit. And all of these people on the internet always have to make this drama as akin to fucking a family member in the hospital or somebody breaking into your house. Like, they make this shit as dramatic as an actual real life disaster. And it's like, fuck, man. It's bullshit. It's internet bullshit. What, huh?
Where someone is trying to ruin my career and attack me online. And it feels like they have so much more power than I have that there is nothing I can do about it.
Cruel World's Happy Mind wasn't the only anti-MLM creator that came out with allegations of Blair's misconduct and content theft.
And we had multiple group chats full of other creators, other people who weren't even creators, who were just like really into researching MLM stuff. Like, we had a lot of people behind the scenes digging up a bunch of stuff, for lack of a better term. And one of the group chats I was in was also the group chat that had like all the mods to a Facebook group that we had called Boo Is Woo. And they one day sent a message to the group chat and was like, by the way, just so you guys know, Blair/Illuminati's writer just requested to join the group. I denied them. And obviously, literally the reason why, and I think she even says it in the messages, I sent you the screenshots, but I'm pretty sure she straight up is like, after what she did to Madison, like, we don't want to help Blair. We don't want...
No, like, why would you, like, after she fucking pulled that shit, why would any of the MLM people... But, like, why would any of the MLM people want to help her?
Want anything to do with her. Like, we've been working too hard on this.
Yeah.
At this point, I'd have been, like, already scripting my deep dive for a week or two, maybe. Like, I mean, just kind of organizing everything, like, so
and
much.
it's more so just knowing that she probably was not going to credit you guys, like, properly.
That's exactly what it was.
Blair didn't stop there and copied information from Savannah's Olive Tree video a few weeks later. While all these and many more allegations were being put forward, Blair's channel had rightfully been withering away. In addition to the massive 330,000 subscribers lost, the average video on her channel only gets about 20k views. And on closer inspection, it seems like she's been deleting comments that referenced her downfall.
Oh shit! So she's comment curating now. And she lost 330,000. Ouch.
The decline in engagement is rather ironic when you realize that Blair's channel is about to be surpassed by The Click, a creator that she once tried to destroy in every metric possible: average viewership, sub count, and channel engagement. To make matters worse, users on Twitter have begun informing Blair's sponsors of her misconduct. At Mint Mobile, you need to drop Illuminati from your sponsors list. She has done things that aren't becoming of your brand, and you shouldn't want her to represent you. As well as another screenshot showing someone reaching out to ExpressVPN who they themselves stated that they wouldn't be working with her anymore.
Oh fuck. That's rough.
In the past, almost all of Blair's videos had included at least one sponsorship. But that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Only a select few of her recent uploads feature a sponsor, and the rest include Blair promoting her Patreon subscription. Speaking of Patreon, Blair has steadily been losing paid subscribers since the controversy began back in April.
I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked.
Money was always something that Blair would do anything to get, and now it seems like she's losing it by the truckload. Her viewership has plummeted to record lows, sponsors are dropping her, and now she's bleeding Patreon members on a daily basis. Blair built her pyramid-shaped empire on the backs of her closest friends and fellow creators, while also harshly censoring them when they tried to speak up.
And also being against pyramid schemes, which I found really funny that she built a fucking pyramid scheme of a YouTube
Weaponized her
channel.
influence and subscriber base to bully others into getting whatever her heart desired, and felt no remorse for doing so. It was this exact lack of remorse and overinflated ego that led her to pick a fight with Legal Eagle, which ended up giving her past victims the courage to speak out. It started with The Click, then Wonderstruck, all the way to Oz Media. Creators that she stole from like Cruel World Happy Mind and Savannah Marie made their voices heard. All it took was Blair making one impulsive tweet that pulled back the curtains on her dark past. Abusing her power was Blair's blueprint for getting ahead on YouTube, but it was also the reason for her downfall. Now, the channel that she spent years cultivating is a shadow of its former self, and there's still the matter of Oz's feature-length documentary that might prove to be the final nail in Blair's corporate casket.
That's gonna be brutal. That when Oz releases that video, it's gonna be bad. It's oh, it is gonna be harsh, like really harsh. I don't even want to think about how it's gonna be very well deserved. Very, very well deserved. But yeah, it's gonna be brutal. And yeah, it's gonna be bad. Now, I don't wanna see, I have one more video, but I think I want to save that for a different day because it's long. And we've kind of been having like a good, happy time here, so I don't really want to watch it and change the mood. So I'm trying to figure out, we're almost at 2 hours here. So I'm wondering if maybe now is safe to switch over to gaming, because we've got an hour 45 minutes of chatting and videos, so I'm wondering if now is safe to do some gaming for about an hour. I think that might be, yeah, I think that might be safe to do. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to switch scenes, and then we're going to get the earbuds out. All right. Oh, let's do some stretches too first. Oh my goodness. Oh, stretching is nice. I like to stretch. Okay. Okay.
Welcome back to PlayStation. Who's using this controller? Blindpress, PlayStation Plus. Item. Press cross to select. Horizontal press.
And while we're doing this, I'm going to record a quick video that I will be uploading to YouTube and TikTok as a demo, accessibility demo. So, bear with me for a couple minutes while I do that.
Home for blindpress. Button. Press cross to select.
Okay, here we are. We're recording a quick demonstration video because people on TikTok have been asking me, and I think this will be cool for YouTube, about the accessibility features. You can hear, right now, This is the PlayStation. This is what the PlayStation sounds like when a blind person has the screen reader turned on. So we've got my games here, but we're going to click on MK1 because everybody wants to know the accessibility features for MK1.
Mortal Kombat 1.
So you hear the PlayStation saying Mortal Kombat 1.
In a dark void,
This is audio description. Yeah, we have audio description.
Grain slows in the air, then bursts into cosmic light.
I'm letting this play.
Myriad galaxy clusters resolve in an abyss. One galaxy spirals radiantly in the dark.
See, isn't this cool?
Having liberated the hourglass and become keeper of time, my next task was to restart history. Not beholden to past events.
The audio description is great here. I just want to show you guys what that is because I'm not going to go into story mode or anything.
That I approach this blank canvas. After careful preparation, I began work, painting over the darkness. After eons passed, I sketched out the realms. After eons more, I brushed them in with life.
A star flares over a planet.
In my new era,
see, this is awesome. This makes me smile every time I hear it.
Will be their responsibility. For my power only permits me to begin this endeavor. It is the duty of mortals to finish it.
The title appears over a vista of mountains and red-leafed trees surrounding a shimmering lake. Mortal Kombat 1.
And that's what the audio description sounds like. This is the screen reader. So, you can hear story, invasions,
For a single player adventure that changes each season. Towers, unlock character endings by defeating classic Mortal Kombat towers. Versus local, fight a human or CPU opponent local. Online, fight online against other players. Cross-button tournament, fight a human opponent local.
customize. Now this doesn't work yet. You can't pick your, you can't, like, you don't hear, you don't hear the, what's it called? You don't hear the gear and stuff that you have yet. I think that's coming. Here's the learn. The tutorials are even narrated by this screen reader. The move lists for every character are narrated. The characters are narrated. See, if I go over here and push my combat card, this is narrated. These are all the things I need to do for my quests. See, this is all of the stuff that I need to do. I'll show you, like, everything works. See, the store works. See, you pull this up here. Look, see, there you can pick your character. And you pick your character. If you pick smoke, it'll show you all the palettes you can get and the gear. All of this is narrated. And then when you win a fight and you get awards unlocked, it speaks that to you. Like, this is a fully accessible game. It's a fully accessible fighting game. You go into invasion mode. I'll show you this for a second. I'm not going to do any invasions, but here, it's showing you the thing you can go into. And those, that sound, those sounds you hear are telling you where you can go, where you can't go in here, what path is blocked, what path isn't blocked. This is a completely accessible, playable game, fully by blind people. They have colorblind stuff. They've like it's great. The story mode is audio described. The fatalities are audio described. Fatal blows are audio described. Everything. It's fully accessible. I would say it should definitely win the game award for accessible game this year. But I hope that was a cool little overview for everybody on YouTube and TikTok as to just a few of the features that are on Mortal Kombat 1 accessibility. And if you like what you see and you want to actually watch me play, I stream this every day on YouTube and Twitch. So come hang out and watch. I hope you enjoyed this. Like, share, and subscribe. There. Okay. Now we can go play. So yeah, I'm on Champion apparently, not on Apprentice. So next is Master for me. Happy time! Yes! Happy time. Happy time.
Connecting match versus ranked. Match bound.
Oh dear, I think that's dead. Ah! Omni-Man, first thing, huh? Yep. Jesus Christ. Fuck you! Hey, at least he's actually got combos. He's not just doing that stupid fucking... Oh, you have Kano. Bitch. Oh, shit. See, that's a better Omni-Man.
Omni-Man grips the victim's head with a hand on either side of their skull.
Oh, this is a new one.
Digging his fingertips into their face.
Ow!
He rips their head off, then plunges it down through their torso before stomping the head.
That's a cool fatal. I like that one. I actually like that one better than the other one.
25 seasonal credits. Currency. Block damage.
I like that one better than the Subwave one. Shit. Ooh, nice. Shit. Yeah! Oh, he caught me in that. Oh. I fucked that one up. No shit. Oh, what did I do that for? Oh, really? You're getting desperate. Why would I do that? I know it doesn't work. It hasn't worked at all. Why would I... Why? Why would I continue to try that?
20.
Ooh.
5 rewards. 25 C's. Block load. Connect back. Daily quest. Combat League. Perform blocks. 25 seasonal credits. Currency. Left and right. Navigate. Friendly rematch. Cross button confirm. Up and down. Navigate. Ending match. MK, MZK, and GHT has left. Find a new opponent. Searching for match versus rank. Circle button cancel.
So yeah, that's... That Omni-Man wasn't too bad. He got desperate near the end. And I got caught by his desperate stances. But his original combos weren't too bad.
Connecting match versus ranked. Match found.
You don't want to inhale whatever's in there. You can also use canned air.
Oh,
It's
God.
a little hard to get the nozzle down in there. If you happen to have a dust blower, that works as well. It's basically a high.
What the fuck is this guy listening
If you have
to?
a hair dryer, you can use it as well. Just make sure it's the cold setting.
Oh my god! This Baraka's trying to learn how to cook.
The last method, instead of blowing, you're gonna vacuum it out with the vacuum cleaner.
What the fuck is this Baraka doing?
If you have a ring adjuster like this, it'll decrease the suction. Method 6 also involves cleaning, but
This
you're
guy's-
gonna go deeper inside the controller and do it from there. It's cleaner. Taking apart your controller has some risk. It could break something. I'm gonna try to give you as much detail as possible to keep that from happening, but no matter how much detail I give, the risk will never be zero.
What the fuck?
You want to start by taking the black plate off. You'll need something to pry it off with, and that could be a flathead screwdriver. You can use something like this. You can also use a butter knife. You can also use a prying tool like this. From a repair kit I got off Amazon. It's a good kit. It can repair a lot of chores. This might be a little bit overkill. I'll leave a link in the description. You'll start with the handles and just pry the plate off from there. Note, if you're using the butter knife, don't use the whole blade. Just use the end of it like this. once you got them unsnapped from the handles, you can start working your way up towards the middle of the controller like this. To remove it, you'll want to pry it up at an angle like this. Now there is an option for you right here to remove these rings that are underneath the analog sticks, and then you can feed from there with your air or your vacuum or whatever.
Apparently we got a little lesson on how to clean out our motors, and don't use a whole bladed butter. Don't use the whole blade of the butter knife. Apparently, don't stick the whole blade of the butter knife in the fucking thing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yes! Fuck! No! I thought it traded. I thought we traded.
One reward.
Ooh.
25 seasonal credits. Currency. Combat League. Block Hive. Rematch.
I say no, sir.
Round 2,
Nope. Oh, fuck!
Others then deploy seeker missiles which explode all over the victim. Baraka stabs the victim with
Ah!
them before plunging the blade into their throat, shattering their spine.
Yes! Yes!
Ashra swipes and transfers.
Yes!
She wraps her victim's head and torso, then pulls and severs them in pieces.
That's it. What the fuck I'm talking about. Give me that shit.
Rewards 25 seasonal credits. Currency. Deal damage. Friendly
That's how that shit is done.
Navigate. Profile level 69. 47%. Player 1. Next up. Are you sure you want it? Ending.
That is how the fuck that is done, my friends. Oh, that felt good.
Versus ranked. Circle button cancel.
That felt good, I have to say.
Connecting match versus rank. Match found.
That was awesome. By the skin of my fucking teeth. By the skin of my fucking teeth. I pulled that out. Oh, look, another Omni-Man. Oh my god. Holy shit. Jesus.
Stop embarrassing yourself.
Round 2, fight.
Oh my god, is that all you can do? It is! Holy shit! He literally only knows one combo string. That's insane. That's insane.
2 rewards. Block mid attack. Connect hide.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you mash on that combo string. You mash away. Oh my god. You are something special, that's for sure. Jesus Christ. Fucking Omni-Man players, man. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. That was literally all they did. 1, 2, 1, down back 3. 1, 2, 1, down back 3. And the fucking thing is that they're so fucking brain dead and unpredictable with it that it works. That's the fucked up thing.
Ending match. Show up 202 time. Find a new.
That's the crazy part about that.
Match versus rank. Circle button cancel.
Ah! I need to do a bathroom break.
Rank. Combat League.
Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back.
26 days. Cross button confirm. Left and right. Select rank mode. Up and down. Change category. Circle button back. Square button view leaderboard. Triangle button rank rewards.
Okay. We're back.
Searching for match versus ranked. Circle button cancel. Connecting match versus ranked.
I'm actually going to record a match here to add on to that accessibility video. So hold on a second, guys. I'm going to hit the record button in a moment. I'm going to show you guys some of the accessibility features in a match now. Let's see. Get these together. Uh-oh. Oh. So as you can hear, there are clicks that are speeding up as I get closer and slowing down as I get further away. That's proximity detection. Oh, I teleported the wrong way. Oh, come on, BP. Ah! BP, you had it going so well. Come on. Oh, really? This guy's playing like an animal! Oh! Oh, bastard. And those beeps you're hearing are different different hits. High, medium, low, overhead. Those are the different tones that you're hearing as I get hit. See, and it says rematch. Really? God, this Kenshi's playing like an asshole! I don't think this guy understands what the concept of turns in a fighting games mean. And the other things you're hearing are duck noises and block noises. That's another, those are the other things you're hearing. Yeah! So that's what it sounds like with all the accessibility features turned on in an MK1 match. And the main menus and everything. This is what a fully accessible game is. Ooh! I won more credits. Yay!
Round 1. Fight!
I will purge all evil.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh.
Where's your motivation? Final round. Fight!
Ah.
Can she
It was so close.
Friendly rematch. Cross button confirm. Up and down. Navigate.
The hell is that noise?
Player 2. Ending match. Turtle has left the session. Find a new opponent.
Oh, I signed up for 2 more Rips Arena qualifiers this week, Thursday and Saturday.
Searching for match versus ranked. Circle button cancel.
Yep, that's a dead vape pen.
Connecting match versus
Oh boy. Hot mic, guys. Hot mic. What do we have here? What are they gonna say? Oh. Really? Okay. Oh my god. There you go. Do something besides down 2, okay? You're pathetic. Do something besides down 2, okay? I told you to do something besides down 2. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh!
Rewards. Ashra Palette. Common. Sacred Warrior. Fighter Mastery rank 27.
Nice!
Rematch. Cross button confirm. Up and down. Navigate.
Nice.
Profile level 30. 21% experience.
Oops.
Omni-Man.
A profile level 30? Oh. Oof. Oof. Oh, I was trying to go for the brutal and I fucked it up. Yes. Mwah. Mwah.
Combat card background. Combat with cameo map. Combat lead. Use super meter.
Oh. Oh. Oh yes.
Friendly rematch.
Oh yes.
Pause button confirm. Up and down. Player to.
Oh yes.
Sure you want to quit the session. Pause button. Yes.
Oh yes. Oh, that was gorgeous. And you know what? That's how I'm gonna end the stream. That's how I'm gonna end the stream tonight, guys, or today, guys.
Retrieving cow.
I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys had a good day and have a good day. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll watch the tomorrow will be Sue. We're gonna watch the Sue. My son shot up a high school Clayvold video. So be sure to tune in for that. I hope you guys have fun. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.